Hi, welcome back to No Title, No Name, episode number 3. And if you can tell, I just reversed that because we now have email. So make sure you check us out. We'll tell you what it is.
Email, folks.
It's scary.
We've caught up to the 90s.
Speaking of
but seriously, no title, no name. It's up to you.
We need help. We have set up an email. We'll let you know about that just in a minute.
Also, ad space is available. Get out the glare there. That could be your product, your business, all that going to the web.
We need help because you can tell our studio is ever so glorious. But talking about getting into the 90s, you had a story that you want to talk. You actually texted me this earlier this week.
Yeah, well, it deals with texting.
Okay.
Texting.
Spit it out.
So, when you think of places where, phenomenal web,
San Francisco,
Silicon Valley, kind
Silicon
of stuff like
Valley,
that.
yes.
Got a little tongue-tied there. But yeah, but what about Iowa? What do you think of Iowa?
There's a lot of cornfields. There's a lot of flat lands. That's about it.
He's correct. But also, it's the first in the nation to bring you 911 texting. Now, why would you need to text 911, you think?
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
All right, it's Saturday night.
Okay.
You've just gotten out of the shower, shaved, going to sit down and enjoy some TV,
Okay.
All right. You're enjoying TV.
I'm watching my TV. Just
All of a sudden, bam! Some guy kicks in the door. He's got a knife. Okay, so you're going to run and hide. And you got your phone, but you pull out your phone and go, boop, boop. Oh, kicks open that door, stab, 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 stab.
It's
Rusty
useless.
said.
That's useless.
But Iowa's got you covered. Like I said, first in the nation, 911 texting. So now you're in the closet, you just send a text. Police come, he goes to jail. Rusty lives another day.
That's awesome.
All started in Black Hawk County, a little town called Waterloo. In the jail, in the basement.
I was going to say, you told me something about it being in the basement. I was just like, wow, that's just...
Iowa. Revolutionary.
Speaking of revolutionary, Best Buy this week actually came up with, and I'm going to skip past that one, but Best Buy came up this week on their website. Apparently one of their web guys mistyped something.
Someone's fired.
Yeah. Let's say you were looking for a TV the other day, early morning, let's say around 8 a.m., and let's say you're on the BestBuy.com website. You see a 52-inch HD TV for $9.99.
You're like, wait a minute, I just woke up, I gotta get this thing out of my eyes. $9.99.
Yeah, exactly. And we even had some guys here locally in Nashville that are on local news here that was interviewed, and they were like, yeah, buy. So unfortunately though, Best Buy is not going to honor that price. Later that afternoon, they fixed it. It's now $17.99. So it's fixed. Sorry, they're bad. Whatever. But if Best Buy, we need space
Right here.
So
Also a bigger TV. We've got $10.
But anyways, speaking of technology, I think you've got the next story.
Well, actually, it's an eBay story, and you know me at eBay. I mean, we were cool back in the '90s, when I was selling things and making money. But now, there's just too many people pirating accounts. Mine got taken over by some douche out there, and I haven't been able to fix it in about 5 years. I go on the live help; they're useless. You got to reset your password and do a backflip. So I'm over it. You can have it, Rusty.
Anyway, apparently he's got something against him. But anyway, GM and eBay have now partnered up to sell their cars in California. GM has a few select lots in California. They are selling their cars exclusively through eBay to whoever can sign up for an eBay account. You can look online, do the loaning. You can talk to the loan officer. You can talk to the dealership and find out, can I buy this car for this amount instead of this amount? You can negotiate your price. You can do all sorts of things. Anything you can do with eBay, you can now do it directly with these dealers to get this car. And it can be a late model 2008, 2009, or even a newer model, select few 2010s. or 2010 as we should be saying it. But make sure you check that out because they are on the forefront.
Rusty, have you ever heard of eBay Motors? I mean, this has been around for a while where dealers that can go online, set up a store, you can do financing, you can even talk to the dealership.
This is why I had the story, actually.
It's, you know, it's just GM. They've got their whole bankruptcy scare. Not the publicity you can say is not good with them right now.
No,
you know, they're pretty much government motors now.
There you go.
They got a new CEO. He's the CEO of AT&T as well. So I guess maybe he's just trying to mesh the two together to make them look a little better.
They are doing one thing good though, and I know you can do this story without getting mad.
No. Well, GM has now brought us the Volt. Yes, it was a concept probably in about 2005, 2006, you know, totally electric car. But I remember also in early 2000, GM had a car called the EV1, which was revolutionary, but for some reason, they took it away. And now they brought this back with the same exact story, but somehow they've forgotten about the EV1, but that's a whole other rant, whole other episode. But we're talking about the Volt right now, 230 miles per gallon, which isn't bad. I mean, my car does about 25, Rusty does about 23. So, you know, together it's better than ours. But there's another guy on the block, the Toyota Prius. I'm sure you've seen these little go-karts all over the world right now. I can't stand them. I mean, look at it. It just looks like an oil can. And people don't buy them to save the environment. It's just a status symbol. It's like the latest Gucci bag, you know.
If you've ever seen South Park,
they just stick their green bumper stickers on it. You know, I'm green, you're not. I'm better than you. Nobody cares.
If you didn't have a Prius or you couldn't have the Volt, what kind of car would you have?
I'm glad you asked that, Rusty. I would have the Jaguar XJS. Very sleek. You drop the top down, chicks dig it. 50 miles per gallon, which is still better than our cars.
It's a gas hog.
And it's beautiful. Look at that. I mean, that's what I would have until the Volt would come out, and I would zoom by a Prius any day in a Jag.
Anyway, moving past that, I'm going to be another iPhone guy just because I have one. Another thing to hit this week was U.S. Bank is now updating their application for their customers so that you can take a picture with your phone of a check. So let's say you have a check. Let's just use this for prop purposes. You have a check. You take a picture of it, flip it over, take a picture of the back, get everything that you need off the camera, send it straight to the bank. It never has to step foot into the you don't ever have to step foot into the bank, and you're set to go. They deposit the money, and you're good. I think this actually should be hitting sometime later this week, or if not next week, but they're working on it. It's kind of nifty idea. I saw it on Wired, saw it on New York Times. So make sure if you are a U.S. Bank account holder, let us know. We want to know how it works because I think it's completely awesome. I don't have a bank, so I think it would be great to be able to take a check if someone wrote one out to me and just be done.
Now that Rusty has a suit, he needs to get a bank. But anyway, that's pretty cool. I can't do that with my phone. So the iPhone is, really stepping their game up with all these apps.
Yeah, so kind of cool. Which, talking about, coming up next month, September, about this time every year, they do the same thing, which is the update on the iPod. So what we're looking at is possibly a brand new iPod Touch. You can't really see it here in the picture behind me, but right above it, on the very top, there is a camera lens right there. This is a supposed rumored picture that is supposed to be coming out, and they've got a few more here, and they show you the iPod right next to it, the one that we have now. But it's supposed to be coming out, and sometime in September. Also a rumored tablet.
So did they just scratch the new one up to look like the old one too?
This is why it's all rumored. I seriously highly doubt that that's what it is. I think China has copied it. But anyway, also a rumored tablet.
Copy of Maxim there. That's Go ahead.
Anyway, but we want to keep it short and sweet this week, so thank you very much for watching. We will see you again sometime next week.
Sometime next week.
Remember,
no title, no name at gmail.com is up.
Yes, we actually have it, and we saved it to the very end. So no title.
No title, no name.
No title, no name.
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com. All right, see you around, guys.
See you next week.